Hi, welcome back to my channel, and this is a sound off on SWV and Xscape, the real queens of R&B. Okay, so we pick back up with this meeting that Xscape is having with Latasha. Latasha's in the hot seat about these kickbacks that her husband have been arranging with different promoters, well, one promoter in particular, and God knows what else he's been doing behind their backs. After Latasha's dazed and confused, and what is this? I don't know. Do y'all believe these text messages? After all of that doesn't work in her favor, she calls up her husband and she's like, Rock, they got text messages of you and some promoter talking about kickbacks. And of course, he gets to mumbling and stumbling and saying, you don't need to say nothing to defend me. Don't say nothing to defend him because you know he did that shit, okay? The man just reeks of dishonesty. He just, I don't know, like, was there ever a time he was smooth, like he was a smooth talker? Because there's nothing smooth, there's nothing slick about him. It's just shadiness. Shadiness and lies and deception and trickery and thievery. That's all, that's what he looked like when you look at him. That's what he just gives. Anyways, Tamika is saying in the confessionals that, you know, ever since my sister met Rocky, she just changed. And Tamika, girl, I don't believe you. I feel like your sister's always been like this. I feel like your sister has been this person her whole life. You probably just didn't want to accept that because it's your sister that you love, but she's always been like this. He brings out the worst in her, yes, but I really think that your sister has always been this type of person. She's done it to you most of your life. But you just love her, so you don't see it like that. With him, you can see it a lot clearly because you don't have that same love for him. But your sister acts just like him. She really does. Tasha getting all mad and saying, I'm good, I ain't in no predicament, I'm good. And it's just like, this feels right to you, girl. This feels right. You really thought that this was the move? So Tasha and that husband are in the confessionals and he looking a mess with that makeup on his face. He looks crazy. And he's like, kickbacks are for people who have to hustle. I don't have to hustle. It's not stealing. I got the job done. I did the deal. I'd really like to know the other people that he does business with. Like, I would really like to be a fly on the wall to see how he interacts with other people. Do they really, like, people really deal with you? Because there's just no way. Like, I'm not sitting across the table from somebody like that ever in life. Like, who are these people that you work with? I would really like to know. Because there's just nothing genuine about a word you say. Everything that comes out of you is a lie. Like, it's just like, there, lie, lie, lie. If he's opening his mouth and it's moving, he's lying. Low self-esteem is a bad thing. It's a bad thing. It's a bad thing, Latasha, Ebo. Anyways, that husband and Latasha are in the confessionals and he's saying how kickbacks are for people who have to hustle. He don't gotta hustle. He got the job done. If they paying him, it's because he, whatever. Boy, ain't nobody buying nothing that you selling. Just because you have bullied your wife into pretending that she believes the bullshit that comes out of your mouth, the rest of us ain't gotta pretend like we believe nothing you saying. Nothing. You look stupid. You look ridiculous. You look like you are crazy. Like there is something wrong inside of here. And that Tasha is not safe. And then at one point she was like, if I can chime in like a little kid, like she was afraid of him, like he was gonna slap her, like he's gonna backhand her. If I can chime in, there have been many a times where people have gotten percentages because they brought a deal to the table. If that was the case, then why didn't you say that when you were in the meeting with the other group members? When they brought that up, you should have said, well, what's the big deal? We all get kickbacks. You should have said that, but you know that's not true. And you know they would have rebutted and you would have looked foolish. That's why you didn't say it. So you're saying it out in the confessionals thinking that we're going to believe you. And like I said, we don't believe your husband. We don't believe you. Y'all both look like liars. Y'all both look like stupid liars and bad, stupid liars. Like, cut it. Because we're not buying none of it. But I will say, she looked real cute in that confessional. She looked really cute. I don't know what the rest of the outfit looked like, but from the waist up, she was giving. I liked everything, the hair, the makeup, the black, the bedazzled bustier, whatever it was. I was here for it. I really, really was. Now that she was on point with. Nothing else, but that she was. Okay, so all the ladies are packing their bags, you know, getting ready for this show. Everybody at their house packing everything. And we get the same from Latasha and that husband again. And she's just like, I really appreciate you being here because, you know, the negativity, I just can't be around it. It bothers me so much. No, girl, that's your conscience. Okay, your husband is the negativity. Your conscience is what's bothering you because you're starting to feel the walls close in on you. You're starting to realize that you're going to have to pay for some of the bullshit that you've done and the nonsense that you've inflicted on people. That's what you're feeling. It's not the negativity. The negativity, that call is coming from inside of your home, sweetheart. Because he's sitting there like, yeah. And then Latasha got the nerve, the audacity to get in the confessionals and say how Tamika has accused people of stuff in the past, of things that they didn't do. Then, of course, production plays the audio from Tamika making those accusations about Kandi. But like I told y'all in my last video, if you didn't watch, go back and watch. But like I told y'all, Latasha and that husband did a radio interview back in 2012, and he accused Kandi of doing the exact same stuff that Tamika accused Kandi of. And Latasha was right there, and she did not tell him, hey, that's not true. Hey, don't say that. She sat right there. And he said, my wife won't tell you because she got too much to lose. I don't got nothing to lose, so I'll tell you. He sat up there and disparaged Kandi and said she was never good for nothing but selling sex toys. He said all types of stuff about Kandi, that she sleeps around. Everything that Tamika said about Kandi, that husband said about Kandi as well. So if Tamika is a liar, then you are too. Your husband is also a liar. You're a liar because you stood right there and you allowed him to say the shit because they thought they were defending you. She really, like, see, I feel bad for Tamika because I know what it's like to cover for a family member, and then you covering for them, they throw that in your face to discredit you. That's why I'm saying the husband is a shitty human being, but Latasha ain't no better. Latasha might just be a little bit better than him, but she's not that good herself. So about this breakfast scene with Latasha and her husband, was it just me or did anyone else find it really cringe when he was trying to flirt with her? It was like, he's like, because you got on this nice little sexy. Sir, you're a whole cheater out here. You're a whole cheater out here. Okay, your mistresses have been falling from the sky like rain in April. Like, sir, cut it. And then she was like, stop. Girl, bye. Okay, so as they're sitting down to this breakfast, you know, they trying to grandstand like they just living large and like, we don't care. We're not impressed by this. Like, baby, this is Bravo, okay? We just got through watching Real Housewives of Miami. This little stuff that y'all got going on, that did not impress us, Latasha's. Try again. But, her husband is talking about, you know, the betrayal and the accusations. I don't have time for it. And she's saying, oh, you're just a casualty of war. Who are you at war with, Latasha? Who are you at war with? Girl. So the producers are asking them in the confessionals about Tamika's royalty checks. And that fool gonna say, they can't prove that. They can prove that. I never had a bank account. There's no way for you to even cash or put somebody's check in another person's unless you had their social security number or you forged their signatures. Dumb criminal. This man reminds me of, like, did y'all ever watch the cop shows where like certain criminals would try to solve the case for the police? Like they would come up with their own account of what they think may have happened, give it to the police thinking that they could trip the police off or, you know, spin them in the wrong direction. That's him. That's him. Like, sir, please get these people off my screen. Like, I'm all here. I ain't like the rest of y'all. I don't mind having a season 2. I do not mind. They could bring the season 2 back. But you know what I do not want to see? I don't want to see any of the husbands. Maybe Tamika's husband a little bit. Maybe Todd a little bit. But I really don't want to see the husbands. Latasha, that man gonna make you. You heard of Teresa Giudice? You heard of Jen Shaw? That's where you gonna be, fucking around with. Cause he always telling on y'all. Like, he's always telling on y'all. Like, I don't know. Don't bring this man back on our TV screens. Do not bring this man back on our TV screens. Latasha, if you want to come back for a season 2, by all means, come back. Y'all do a season 2. I don't think y'all gonna get a season 2. But if it's in the works, it could happen, you know? If it does happen, leave your husband at home. Because we don't want to see him no more. Anyways, we at the rehearsal, and of course SWV, they opened up and they singing anything you want to. I am gonna try to body just for you. Look, I don't know why we needed all the antics, because the music would have entertained me just fine. Okay, we didn't need all the extra, all the shade, all the mess. We really didn't need all of that. We really didn't need all of that. But, you know, here we are. So Xscape is on the stage and they singing, "You're my little secret, and that's how we should keep it." And then they stop. I'm just like, okay, why you have to stop? Anyways, Candy is like, wait a minute. Are we singing this whole thing up here? Are we gonna be down there? What's going on? And it's just like, you mean to tell me y'all don't have none of this figured out? Like, I want to believe that this was just for dramatic effect, because the whole purpose of this reality show was to document you ladies coming together to do this collaborative show. Y'all didn't practice nothing? Where's the show? Like, who? It really looked like y'all winging it. And I mean, y'all professionals. Y'all been doing this since 1992, 3, 7, all of y'all been doing this since the 90s. So I'm not trying to tell y'all how to do y'all job, but I'm confused. Like, she's asking, are we gonna be speaking on the stage at the same time together? Are we gonna talk to each other in any kind of way? That's what y'all should have been planning this whole time. Instead of shading each other, it's really looking a mess right now. It's really looking a mess. And I'm like, anyways. So the question is posed, will y'all go sing Is My Living in Vain with Xscape? And Coco don't want to do it. Taj and Lily are trying to convince her, like, yeah, we can do it, girl. We can go out there and do it. We'll sing it from the top. And they're like, nah, it'll be more cohesive if you're at the stage level with everybody, y'all all singing it. Which I agree, because it would have looked weird if y'all was standing at yeah, that would have looked weird. But my thing is, why was this not already discussed before? Like, why didn't y'all already? I'm really choosing to believe that this was this was a scheme that Mona set up to come to us with the bullshit. Because there's just no way that y'all are winging it the day before. I just don't want to believe that. I don't. But I saw a lot of people already on Twitter getting mad at Coco, like, why she don't want to sing gospel? Didn't she sing gospel? Didn't she do like Latasha did? And she had a gospel record. When they had their reality show, I remember the same conversation came up that they don't want to mix the two. All 3 members felt that way. They didn't want to mix gospel and R&B. They weren't that group. They didn't want gospel a part of their brand. That's been a big issue in their group about singing gospel. So, I mean, everybody's entitled to feeling how they feel. Coco is annoyed. Coco was like, we said that a million times. We don't do gospel. I think when they do gospel, when Coco does gospel, she does it separately. When she does her SWV stuff, that is separate as well. She don't like to mix the two, and you got to respect people's beliefs, you know? Coco ends up having a moment. She was just like, I'm tired. I ain't got no more medication. I ran out. I'm ready to fight. And she was like, they just walking all over us. And Lily is like, let's just take it easy. She was like, we've been taking it easy. They walking all over us. She's like, let's take it a little bit more easy. And people was already talking from the preview. They was like, people be acting like just because you're from New York, you can't get your ass beat. Let me tell y'all, when I say that us black people, we all live the same lives. Because everybody does that. People be like, I'm from Atlanta, da, 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 da. I'm from Houston, I'm from this, that, the third. My African mother, okay, she used to do that. She'll, man, when she gets into it, she be so quick to be like, not full of tongue out, man, me not being breast gal. People say that everywhere. It's literally universal for black people to let you know where they from when they're not about to take your nonsense. That's just what we do as black people. I know it's cool to make fun of it nowadays, but everybody does it. Like, she was like, y'all from New York? Yes, they're from New York. But this is not the time, Coco. I mean, we all do it. I'm not gonna sit up here and even, like, come on. Everybody does that. I don't care. The lady is frustrated. The lady is frustrated. And I know she wasn't just yelling just because, like, clearly something happened. There were things that was going on that annoyed her. And it's just like... Meanwhile, Taj is just trying to wrap this thing on up. She just wants to make sure that this works. And she was like, yeah, y'all gonna do this. And we gonna say, you know, women's empowerment, boom, pow, pow. And then Don Juan, he gonna jump up and say, that sounds corny. Taj was like, wait a minute, who said that? Steve offered Don Juan name up like this. He was like, I saw the SWV show. I saw what Taj was trying to do to Corey. She was trying to fight Corey like they was two bitches in the street. I don't want none of that energy. It was Don Juan. He said that shit. It was him. Taj is being her normal sweet self, but she's just like, look, we're just trying to figure this out. We're just trying to figure out how this is supposed to go. And I just want this to be cohesive. And Don Juan's like, I agree with you. It should be cohesive, 200%. She's like, well, then shut the fuck up. I'm not gonna lie. That pleased me. That pleased me because, see, the problem with Don Juan is not that people just want to hate Don Juan. It's just he comes across very dismissive and very rude. And it's like, this is a creative space. Everybody is throwing ideas out there and saying what's going to work and what's not going to work. And that's cool. You could have said, I don't really like how that sounds. Let's come up with something else. Like, you could have done that without saying that's corny. Because when Coco was saying that the set list was sleepy and boring, everybody was jumping on Coco. She being difficult. Well, you don't think yelling out there when this is already an anxious, weird energy going on in the room. Everybody's, you know, stressed and everybody's feeling away. You're going to just throw, oh, that's corny. You thought that that was the right thing to do? And I guess Don Juan called himself getting me together in the comments on Twitter because somebody was like, hey, Steve snitched on Don Juan. And I was like, he sure did. He offered him right on up. And so Don Juan comments under my comment like, oh, I'm going to let them get away with this type of editing because that's not what happened. And it's just like, well, don't be mad at us. That's how they presented it to the people. Okay, so we just going by what we saw. You was there, so you know what happened. We don't know, but that's what they presented to us. So it looked like you called them corny. Tosh said, who said that? Steve snitched on you, and she told you to shut the F up. That's how it looked to us. That's how it was presented to us. You can't be mad at us because we laughed, and we thought it was funny. But according to Taj even said on her live that she did not tell him to shut the F up. She said that she did not tell him to shut the F up. She was like, it was probably, she said it in some other way, and they just cut and pasted it. Because they need drama. And I just feel like the show, they need drama. We already got enough organic drama going on. But I'm not going to lie. That shit was funny to me. Anyways, it's the day of the show. And Tamika and Candy are talking on their way to the venue. And Candy was like, you do realize this is going to probably be the last show all four of us do together. And Tamika's like, yeah. I feel for Tamika. I do. I feel for her, but girl, it is what it is. Candy is enjoying this because I feel like Candy did not like Latasha. I feel like it's not bothering Candy one bit that Latasha is no longer a part of the group. Like, she's just fine with this. She don't like that lady. Tamika is saying in the confessionals that I guess she's having a little bit of regret about confronting Latasha about the kickbacks in front of the other girls, but she has to like decipher between family and business. And it was like, you did the right thing. You did the right thing, because when else were you going to get a chance to confront your sister in this type of way? You were never going to get that chance. She would have gaslit you like she's been doing for the past 43 years. Okay. You did the right thing, because had Tiny and Candy found out about it, they would have been mad at you. Had they found out another way, they would have been mad at both of y'all, and it wouldn't have been no more Xscape. They would have just been like, fuck y'all. So I feel like you did the right thing. Your sister can't be trusted. Her husband damn sure can't be trusted. Had you confronted her without the girls knowing, it would have got swept under the rug, because she would have called up Mama Gloria, and you already knew how that was going to go. So you know you did the right thing. You did the only thing that you could do. Latasha arrives with her entourage, and Candy's like, who was all these people? And Latasha said in the confessionals, I got my chef, my assistant, my this, my that, my masseuse, my hairstylist, my lash tech, my tattoo artist. Girl. Be effing for real. Like, girl, nobody cares. When Candy was saying that in the confessionals, I was like, Candy, we see each other, because I swear nobody cares. Like, you can tell that people been calling them Rocky and Bullwinkle. Y'all ain't shit. But you can really tell, like, this is what these people came up with. Husband and wife was like, okay, this is how we gonna do it, girl. We're gonna go on that Bravo show, and we're gonna show them that we're just over the top, and we're just living this opulent life. And it's not giving that. It's not giving that. Y'all look ridiculous. Like, girl, don't nobody care about none of that. Like, y'all lack self-awareness. Like, was there no moment when you guys were filming, maybe y'all were only filming a couple of weeks, I don't know, but was there no moment where you were like, I don't think that I'm representing myself in the best way. This is not gonna look good for us. Y'all didn't have those moments when y'all be filming? Y'all just let yourself get carried away, looking stupid. And it shows. Baby, when Tamika said she'd rather deal with the assistants than deal with Edward stealing hands, I bust out laughing. Like, I fell out. That was actually funny. She was like, he caught ghosts ever since they let him know, like, we on to you, sir. We know you've been getting kickbacks. He been ghost. And people like that have the nerve to show their face after. Those type of people, I just can't. I cannot. Y'all disgust me. Like, and he disgusts me. Tamika, girl, I don't know how you've been dealing with him as a brother-in-law these years. That's what's crazy to me. It's like, Latasha, you know the grimy, dirty things that your husband does, and you expect that your sister should have to deal with him and be pleasant with him and have her over at her house when y'all have a family situation. People like that, I just can't. So these outfits, okay, so I ain't really like nobody's outfit. Like, all that talking that y'all was talking. Coco looked cute. I like Coco's outfit. Yeah. And Latasha's outfit, I think I would love Latasha's outfit if it wasn't for that choker and then the sleeve. It was like, the sleeve should have just been all black, or it should have had the same type of decor that the corset had. That's the only thing that's throwing me off, is like, I thought she was wearing something on top of it. I was like, oh, that's the same unit? Okay. The little chandeliers action she's had going on in the corset part, that was real cute. But the sleeves with the little stone, I don't like that. Yeah, nobody's outfit really did it for me. Y'all was talking all that shit. You know what? I'm going to just give it to Latasha. I think her outfit was the best. Because I thought about it. When you're on stage, you know, like that, To the audience, you're going to see that outfit look a lot different than what it looks like up close. So she probably needed those stones on her shoulder so that, you know, the audience can see it. So I'm gonna give it to Latasha. Her outfit was the best. I enjoyed her outfit the best. Because Taj, I love you dearly. I love all of them ladies dearly, but I did not like Taj's outfit. I did not like Tiny's outfit. Kenny's outfit was okay. Kenny's outfit was okay. Usually Kenny be having the best outfits out of her group, but I didn't love it. Yeah, Latasha had the best outfit. We're gonna let her have that one. Anyways, it's showtime, okay? The ladies are hitting the stage and they are panning the camera to the audience. And can I just say, all the fans look like they're millennials and older. Okay, I don't see no 22-year-olds in the crowd. There might have been a few, but I ain't see them. I'm just saying. These are 90s music fans, okay? These are not Bravo, Real Housewives of Atlanta fans. I'm gonna say that, you know. Now, Xscape comes on the stage and they're singing Love on My Mind. Now, that wasn't one of my songs, but it is a good song. Like, I learned it later on. I didn't remember it when it first came out. I don't remember knowing it back then, but I know it now. But then they start singing, Who Can I Run To? Who can I run to when I need love? Now, that was my song. That was my song. But what was really, really my song is Do You Want To? And I don't remember, did they play that? That's my song. Lily is in the back getting her life, you know, two-step into Who Can I Run To? And see, this is what the people wanted to, this is what I wanted to see. I don't even know about what the people wanted. That's what I wanted to see. All this extra drama. It's just like, y'all should have been celebrating each other's music. Like, y'all should have been on stage singing certain songs, like, together. Like how they did at the verses when Tamika gave Coco the mic to sing that verse of Who Can I Run To? That was beautiful. Like, Mona, I'm starting to believe what they be saying about you is true, Mona. You know that name that Charlamagne the God calls you, girl? You living up to it. So SWV takes the stage and they're singing You're the One. And, you know, that's the She'll Take Your Man anthem, okay? This can be an undercover romance, cause I feel like I'm the type of girl you should give a chance. Taste and see what your girl don't know won't hurt her. Sing, Portia. They know they did that song. I remember when I was watching the SWV reality show, I think it was Coco and Taj wrote that song, they said. And I remember Lily was like, and they be acting like I'm the hoe. Like, how y'all talking about, how y'all write a whole song about taking somebody's man? So the Xscape ladies come back on the stage and they join SWV and they do Is My Living in Vain? You know. It was beautiful. I like how, you know, they showed that clip. I've seen it many a times of when they were like, before they were signed. And the group used to be 5 girls in the group, but they kicked the one girl out. Why did they kick that lady out? Her and Candy are still friends. She was in Candy's wedding. I remember her. Why y'all kick that lady out the group? I don't know why I feel like Latasha kicked that lady out the group. See, that's how rumors get started. I don't know that happened. Don't listen to me. But I thought it was really beautiful how they was playing it, and then they showed the video. They flashed back to when they was auditioning for JD. And then they brought it back together. That was really a moment. And I just felt like this is what the show was supposed to be about. Like, show the journey. Show, like, what all these women's story was. Like, not all the bickering and all the stealing and scamming. We ain't need all of that. We didn't need all of that. But that was really a beautiful little moment. I like that. Anyways, SWV's turn to close out their set with Weak, and the crowd is loving it. They singing it back to SWV. So was I. And the editors, count y'all days. Y'all tried it. Because my favorite part of the song, or my favorite part of when SWV performs Weak live, is when Coco be like, knocks me off my feet. And then she be singing Lily. And then Lily comes in and was like, I guess so. And then Coco takes it back over. And y'all didn't show that. Why y'all didn't show that? Maybe they didn't do that. I think they did it because that's what they always do. And I enjoy it. Why y'all have to do that? Haters. That's the most enjoyable part for me. Well, it's not the most enjoyable part. But yeah, I ain't like that. But the crowd loved it. And Coco's in her confessional saying, see, y'all should have let us perform it last. And Coco's in the confessional saying how the crowd loved it. Y'all should have let us go last. And she's laughing. She's a Gemini. We see each other. And of course, Xscape is closing out the show with Understanding. And again, y'all didn't play my favorite part of the song. And I think it's Tiny's part when she's like, you don't really know me. You just want to do what you want to do. That's my part of the song that I like. And y'all didn't play that. But anyways, they sounded amazing. The audience is, I don't know if these are cell phones. What is everybody holding up? They're holding up lights. Okay, I'm here for it. Candy and Tamika are, you know, playing around with each other. And Latasha is in the confessionals. She mad. She's talking about some, usually me and my sister be playing around with each other and she'll slap me on my butt. And then, of course, Mona made sure they showed Tamika smacking Candy's butt. And it's just like, girl, you don't want to be a part of the group. Like, you can't have it your way. You didn't even want to talk to your sister. Like, girl, we don't care about how you feel. Sorry. We don't care. Because you should have told your husband, we're not stealing my sister's money, okay? So anyways, don't nobody care about your complaints. Not at this moment, sorry. The irony of them singing this song is so not lost on me. It's like, you can clearly see how it's not as simple as 1, 2, 3. Okay, you can see how Candy and the two Tamikas are in sync, and Latasha is just, she's doing her own thing. She's trying to make it work, and it's not working. But her outfit did look cute. It looks really good. I don't know where she thinks she's going with this blonde. Like, she needs to ash the blonde out just a little bit. Get a little ashy blonde. That would do you a little bit better than this pure 613 that you just got out the bag. Just like, a little bit. Like, don't go gray, but just, this is the hairstylist in me. It's the Paul Mitchell coming. This the Paul Mitchell coming out of me. Let me shut my mouth. Anyways, but yeah. Oh, Latasha, you're gonna regret this. You're gonna regret this. Understanding is what you need, girl. I guess. Anyways, all the ladies sound amazing. SWV sounded great. Xscape sounded great. They're excited. They close out the show. They go backstage. And Taj was like, oh my God, this was wonderful. See, like the crowd was going nuts. And she was like, I would do this again. And Candy was like, so would I. And she was like, really? And Coco was like, what? And it was just like, now I'm like looking at y'all like, was all of this just for dramatic effect? Because it was not needed. Like, this would have still been a great situation without all the shady, catty comments. Like, y'all could have really did something amazing. I don't think this tour is going to happen. Not after all. And then these little rude ass young people on social media disrespecting people left and right. Y'all, you see how y'all, we can't never have nothing nice. Anyways, so now that the show is out of the way, Latasha and Tamika can have this talk. Tamika has to go through 15 different people to get to Latasha, to pull her to the side to have a conversation. And she was just like, I just miss you. You know, she's like, I want to have a conversation with you. Why you want to talk now? Why you want to talk now? And it's just like, damn, Latasha, can you act right for once? And Tamika is just like, girl, this is you. Yeah, this is me. With all these different people, yeah, your people rude to me. And see, that should be a sin. There should be a punishment for when you purposely insert yourself into family. This is the same shit that used to happen on the Braxtons. Remember how Tamar's entourage would like act funny towards her sisters? It's the same shit. I don't like this. And Tamika's like, so this is you? Yes, Tamika, this is her. This is who she wants to be. It's not going to last, but this is who she wants to be. And it's really sad. It's really sad. And she walks off and she was like, they treat me better than you. After everything we done seen Tamika have to go through, you really have the nerve to say that? Like, you... Latasha really looks at her sister as like her footrest. Like, she just supposed to rest her feet on her sister. That's how she's acting. It's just, it's sad. It's really sad. And then when Tamika goes back to the room and she wants to cry and she's saying all this different stuff, I love how her husband didn't say nothing. I love how he stayed out of, he's a man. He's a real man. Okay, he didn't say nothing. He did not add fuel to the fire. He just let his lady emote and say what she wanted to say. And Candy's there comforting her, but it's like, girl, I know Candy means well, but it's just like, it's not the same. She wants her sister. She wants her sister. Your hugs are nice, but you're not her sister, you know? But that really broke my heart. I felt so bad for Tamika in that moment. And then Latasha foolish ass in the confessionals talking about, if you're just jealous, then just say that. If you're just mad that I'm giving more attention to my husband than you, then just say that. So she got to allow you to continue treating her like dirt. She got to allow you to rob her and steal food out of her children's mouths in order to be your sister. I'm sorry, you would have to keep that sisterhood. I wouldn't want that. I would have to cry and get over it. But Tamika, she's a better person than me. I don't mix fun all of this. I really don't. I'm not gonna let you hurt my feelings once or two times. I'm not gonna keep getting, You don't stop on my heart like that. Sister, no sister. I don't mix. Anyways, back in the SWV dressing room, because you know all three ladies share one room. Their manager is back there, and he's like, I have a surprise for you. And he has some plaques. And apparently, I think I'm So Into You and Right Here have gone from gold to platinum, and then Week has gone triple platinum. And that's what I'm talking about. That's the type of talk I like to hear right now. Because, you know, all these little crazy fans, these Bravo fans been on Twitter playing in my auntie's faces, and I ain't like that too much, okay? They see... Y'all gonna put some respect on SWV's name. No disrespect to Xscape, because I love them down. But y'all gonna stop playing with SWV, okay? They say we got more plaques. We ain't even worried about what y'all talking about over there, okay? We don't need followers. We got plaques. We got sales. We got streams. And that's what's up. No, but for real, I'm really wondering if this is the scheme that Todd and Mona set up to come to us with the bullshit. Because when the show premiered, right, SWV was booked and busy, okay? They had a show, they had rehearsal, they had a show, they had rehearsal. And Xscape, they kept fighting and arguing and Tasha not showing up. And it's kind of like, was this whole argument about who's headlining and who's closing, was this to humble SWV because they were getting booked in South Africa for a billionaire's birthday party and they was on the road and they was going here and there? Like, was that the scheme to humble them? Because we remember, I think it was episode 2 or 3, where they were all at Tiny's lake house and Tiny said it out her own mouth that they needed to get rid of management because they weren't getting booked. But how y'all go from y'all not getting booked, y'all need to change management, to what we are more relevant than SWV? See, I'm starting to think all of this was some made up malarkey. I really am. But yeah, that wasn't the move, because now SWV said they never want to do no more reality TV. It was like their original show almost broke up their bond and disbanded them. So they're not here for it. She said, Mona, don't call her. And you know, that's really that, you know. They both going on tours. Well, I was about to call Xscape TLC. Xscape is now a trio. SWV been a trio. And this joint tour probably won't happen. But, you know, I definitely enjoyed this show. I could have done without a lot of the antics, but it is what it is. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And share my video if you will.